This is us live reacting to Sony's Horizon Forbidden West State of Play for May 2021. Guys, with me, I have ISO Christian. Christian, how's it going?
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Oh my God.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only Thursday, yes. I also have with me John. John, how's it going? Mr. Noisy Shark himself.
Hey, it's going pretty good. Excited for some robot dinosaurs.
Let's hope it's good news, you know? They'd just be like, sorry, guys, we just canceled this game because it's not good at all.
I mean, get through the introductions before you start crapping on Horizon, at least.
Yeah.
And lastly, I have with me the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Smith. Ryan, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. I am half-heartedly excited for this.
Oh, I'm not even excited for this.
Then why are we here?
That's a good question. I was really hoping.
I'm excited for this.
We're here because people like this game for some reason. I don't see the appeal to it. I don't see the appeal to it.
How do you not see the appeal? Robots, cool. Dinosaurs, cool.
Right.
Robot dinosaurs, amazing.
But it's
Like, that's the appeal.
It sounds amazing in theory, but it's not amazing when you play the game.
What did you not like about it? Actually, I
Okay,
don't think I ever
here.
asked.
This is the appeal. You see this right there, Thunderjaw, robot T-Rex. It has missile launchers on it. That's the appeal. You fight that, and then you feel really cool. There you go.
For me, I thought that this, the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, just like the story wasn't great at all.
I do agree with that. I really like the monster designs and not much else, but I feel like there's a lot of room to improve, especially since it sold really well, and a lot of people thought the original version was pretty good. And it wasn't received like a 10 out of 10. People were like, here are the things that could be improved, but overall, it was not a waste of my time. And the fact that happened in between Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, Nier Automata, all within a month, and this stuck out somehow, despite all of those being like almost 10 out of 10 type games, is pretty good.
Christian, what were you going to say?
No, yeah, what'd you see? You weren't a huge fan of the story?
Yeah.
To that point, I think there's a good story in there. My problem with the first game is that it all happens within a very short span of time. Like, what I was interested about this game is, why is the world like this? And this happens like in an expo dump with like mostly audio logs in like one giant building for one mission.
Exactly. And go ahead.
So I'm hoping that the sequel kind of diverts from that, because we already got those answers. So focus on, I guess, having like strong RPG-like elements. Almost like, I guess I'm playing Mass Effect right now. Like, I'm loving having conversations with people.
Right.
And I enjoyed that in the first game. So if the second game can like lean into that even further, I think this will be a banger.
For me, I obviously didn't get that far into the game, but that's because, like, again, I need a story to grab me. Otherwise, I'm just not interested. And this story, it sounded cool. And like you said, Christian, I wanted to see why the world was like this, and I couldn't even get to that part. Like, it was just so focused on, like, who she was as a character, Aloy, which is cool, too. Like, I also kind of wanted to know that as well. Like, why was she...
The two are related.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just didn't grab me. Like, it's unfortunate, but that's the case that we're here. Ryan, are you excited for this? What's going on?
The first game, again, I said it's a solid 8 out of 10 in my opinion. It's one of the weaker of the Sony mainline franchises.
I'm sorry, Christian, it's true.
Christian, there's some better games there. They have a lot of good games at Sony.
Ape Escape?
Like what? Like Days Gone?
No, like Ape
Like, when you
Escape.
compare this to Days Gone, like, come on. Horizon's way
Talking
better.
about Spider-Man
Days Gone
and God
was
of War.
a fun time.
Honestly,
I mean,
I'd
there's-
rather would have played Days Gone.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Ryan.
It's all good. So there was a lot to improve with the first game story-wise. In my opinion, I also think the story was quite weak. I thought the game was about 10 hours longer than it needed to be for me to get everything I needed out of it and all that. I was good after about, I forget how long this game is, but I was good about 10 hours earlier than it was. And
Especially if you play the DLC before the ending, like they kind of want you to.
yeah.
Which is what I did, because I came into it late and had the complete edition. And so I looked up, like, when you're supposed to play it, and then there's, like, a point where they're like, hey, if you keep playing, you're going to miss out on some stuff. So I went there. And it definitely felt like its own, like, mini game. And then the game is like, alright, back to the real game, and it felt kind of disjointed.
No, I definitely get that. But that's really my thing is I just hope they show like a cool all I want out of this is a cool story trailer that gets me very interested in the story. Just show me those 4K visuals, some cool maybe a cool feature with the controller or two,
Yeah.
and we'll be set. Because I'll give the first game that. It's a pretty game.
Can I say real quick? Like, I platinumed this game. I spent a lot of time in this, like
Oh.
somewhere around 40 hours. I loved it.
I
And yet,
beat
The
every
story is like
single-
forgettable. I had to watch a recap today to remind myself, like, all right, what happened again?
Oh boy. John, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like the thing it suffers the most is that for the first like 60% of the game, it's all about the new tribes and how Aloy relates to the tribe she's kind of from but is outcast from, and then how that tribe relates to the other tribes around it. But they don't really do a good job of making it all feel connected. Part of it is the world is so big that like you kind of, by the time you go from one area to the next and start experiencing another tribe, you kind of forgot what the previous tribe was like. So I feel like they need to do a better job of like, and I guess this might be because this is like a whole new continent. There might be a whole new like set of histories and cultures.
I think she's just on the West Coast now,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, yeah, that's right. I forget. It's hard because like when I think of the map, I just assume it's like the whole thing, but I forget that it's like takes place in our world, just in the super future. So there might be new like cultures and stuff to experience, but they do gotta do a better job of making those NPCs feel interesting, because like you said, Christian, all of the interesting story parts is like when they go into the history of like what destroyed the Earth, and the last chunk of the game is like, all right, let's save this world now, and none of that relates to it, and it's kind of disconnected. So
Yeah.
it's more of a MacGuffin to save the world than like actually ties into anyone that isn't Aloy. Also,
Almost-
Aloy as a character is kind of very dull in the first game.
Oh, get out!
What?
Aloy rules, man.
No, Aloy is pretty fucking dope.
I just think that every situation someone is like, you gotta help me, Aloy, and then it's like, okay,
Dude,
I don't really care. This
You
is
guys
my
hear
inside
music
voice.
right now.
We got 1 minute and
Horizon
30
has-
seconds.
Has good voices, has good music.
Guerrilla Games. Guerrilla, I forget what their studio is called, like
Guerrilla
their full
Studios, I
studio.
think.
Yeah, Guerrilla Studios, yeah. They know how to make a pretty landscape, I tell you what.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is pretty. I just...
For like a PS5 and PS4 game, this is pretty.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree.
I mean, I thought the original PS4 game was probably the prettiest game on PS4.
Until Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Probably the prettiest game on PS4. I didn't like Last of Us Part 2's character models. I thought there was a bit more,
Oh, God.
what is that called? Uncanny Valley with the motion capture compared to Horizon. Horizon was also just much more limited in how it animated its characters, but it felt less distinct. Or I could see the seams in Last of Us Part 2 compared to Horizon.
Right.
35 seconds.
Here we go. I
Okay.
wasn't excited this morning, and now I'm like, fuck,
Right.
show me some gameplay.
Show me some more robot dinosaurs. Show me
Listen.
a robot Yoshi, like something that just grabs you with its tentacle robot tongue and then lays you as an egg. Let's
oh,
get that.
God.
I know.
It's not.
Yeah. It says Yoshi, and they're just like, what? What are you gonna do? Nintendo.
Real quick, yes or no? Does this game come out this year? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm saying October.
September.
Oh, I would love October.
August. I don't know. All the good months
Christian?
are taken.
I would love October. I'm with you.
Oh, I already said August.
But also holidays, so I'll say December.
Someone did the math, and there hasn't been a state of play for a PS5 game where the game releases longer than like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I also saw
It's
that.
out now.
It's right
It's
on your
on your
PS5
PS5.
already.
Yeah.
All we
Alright,
need is
guys.
your credit card information, the number on the back.
Could you imagine though, like if they actually did that? Like it's out now. How insane that would be.
Need to raise phone.
Dijon.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game. We are very excited
how long this
and
is?
honored to give you an
They
update
said it's about
in this
20
state of
minutes.
play.
Like
In
20
the countdown
what,
video
14
leading
minutes of
up to this
gameplay.
moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden
Oh.
West, but now we have something truly
14 minutes
special
of
for you.
gameplay. I think they also
Almost
said
14
20
minutes of
so-
gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you
Yeah,
don't have to
you're-
wait
you're
any
behind
longer.
us,
Let's get
Ruben.
right to it.
Or at least me,
I'm
Oh really? Fuck.
because I'm already seeing the gameplays.
The thing
Yeah.
is, like the video doesn't auto start.
All right, yeah, we're synced up now. Oh dang, she's got that.
It's okay.
You know, when red-haired people get really flushed in their face, it's very hot.
Climate change, man.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, right.
Where's Aaron?
I mean, she could also just be walking into like a warmer
It's a
climate.
problem with raiders. They hit our camp hard.
I believe some
barely
people were
chased
saying
us
this takes
down.
place in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge was in the last
Okay.
trailer.
Scouting. I bet he's still
I
out
can't
there.
tell bridges apart. It's I have bridge blindness.
Raiders got machines on their side. Claw Striders. You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to.
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
It's
Pretty game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a
Then,
good cutscene. I want to see it in motion now.
then they're gonna zoom out, and then the HUD's gonna pop up, and it's like, oh, it was all in engine the entire time.
I don't know if we'll see HUD. They usually like to keep it no HUD for these presentations.
Oh, right. People are
Raiders
cowards.
doing these
I don't
roads.
trust any gameplay without a
Aaron
HUD.
is okay.
And I'm right. That's how we got burned with Cyberpunk. Does look really good though.
It does look really.
Nah, this looks really good.
Am I buying this day one? Yeah, I might. Probably.
Finish the first one, coward.
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I gotta finish the first one.
Oh, the first one
Ooh.
is actually why I bought a PS4, because the trailer at the PS4 announcement looked so good. And then by the time it came out, like Persona 5 and Nier Automata came out the week before and after. And I didn't end up beating it till last year. Feathered robot dinosaurs!
Little raptor.
That's interesting. She is so lucky that red plants exist in this world. That makes sense. Eventually she's...
Raiders. Riding machines. This is not good.
Oh right, because like how the way the last game ends means that more people are able
Be
to take
careful.
control of
There might be
machines.
more.
I just feel like if machines are smart enough to be
Yep,
sentient,
another one.
They're not sentient.
well, not sentient, but like they're smart enough to attack other people. They can see her through fucking
I need to get
those
clear.
movies,
Dude, these environments look like concept art.
close.
What
Yeah,
the
they
fuck?
do.
Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
They're so good.
I always make this mistake. I watch this thing live and then I think, oh man, it's getting compressed. I'm gonna have to rewatch the post-release feed.
Up we go.
Oh, John, there you go. A little bit of UI there.
Yeah.
Looks like it's an
Maybe I can
active
move it
UI.
here.
Oh yeah, that's how the first game was like. Of course.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you could also set it differently, but
These guys won't
Yeah,
give
this
up.
looks pretty badass.
this
Yeah,
does have.
this is fucking dope.
They're fucking hunting you, dude.
Way out of town.
This does have vertical slice energy though, but it looks solid so far.
The question is, will her clothes be wet when she gets out of
I
the water?
wonder.
What
No,
are
but I
those?
will be.
Oh, oh boy.
That will
Yeah, we
determine
gotta.
if this is
It
a good game or
has
not.
to have parity with Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess on the
Oh.
Nintendo GameCube.
This looks badass.
Look at this shit, dude.
Look at the way those plants are interacting. What the fuck is that thing? That thing's dope as hell.
Don't mind me.
I think it's just I forget what they were called, but it is a flashier version of the alligator from the last game.
Also, I don't remember like this many like organic animals in the first
Yeah.
one.
No.
Yeah.
Because we
Or if
didn't
any?
see any. No. We
No,
didn't
there's
see
Yeah.
like deers and stuff.
There's
There were-
deers and
there were-
turkey. Yeah, but there wasn't. Oh, I didn't see
There was
any
a
fish.
there were the occasional boar, turkey,
Yeah.
like very small fish, like in individual amounts, and
Right.
what were the mice, squirrels, foxes? Maybe not squirrels, bunnies.
Her skin looks wet, not just her clothes. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's a good game, man.
yeah, just like Nier Automata.
Well, I was basing that off of Uncharted.
I have friends.
I was
okay?
basing it off of the fact that
Not
if
just
you
the ones you slaughtered.
oh, he's from the last game.
When they
Yeah.
come looking for me,
Oh, I didn't like
there's gonna
that.
be
Don't hurt him. He's
trouble.
I remembered him. Yeah, robot mammoths. I think that's an oily font, but like it's spelled like oil, O-I-L-Y font. Yeah.
You guys wouldn't be laughing. If I had my hammer. Enough. Get moving.
These are the green guys.
Look at how cool the robots were designed. Like they look really good.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'd buy a figure of those.
I gotta help Erend. And deal with that tremor tusk.
Armor tusk.
Oh, that's what they're called.
Which makes sense.
Now, is fighting humans better in this game? Because that was one thing that was not super fun in the last game.
Loot the camp. Make it look like bandits were here. Then we'll head for the
Also, I hope they rework the stealth, because the first one was very much one person sees you and you cannot go back to stealth.
This must be Erend's camp. Raiders made short work of it.
And like, as soon as one person sees you, everyone in the city knows you're there. Seeing a lot of occasional frame bits, so it's definitely a real demo.
Yeah, I've been
It also
noticing
could just be
that.
the stream.
That's true. It seems to be linked to certain animations, though. I wouldn't be surprised if halfway through they were like, this was from a PS4.
At the beginning they said PS5.
Okay, then never mind. I blame that on the compression.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the melee is definitely more complex, and that's good to see.
Yeah, it looks much better.
It looks like
Alright.
weighty almost,
the hunt.
like crunchy.
Melee
Yeah.
in the last game was literally press lights button or press heavy button.
Raiders said they were heading for the old bridge. Maybe I can cut them
That
off.
was it.
God, dude.
This looks sweet. Damn, I guess now I have to finish that.
Better get to higher ground and find a way.
I can't wait till we get PS5 only games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till we get PS5s with more than like 500
Yeah, I know.
gigabytes.
I'm calling it.
Like
last
even if
first
I,
game.
Even if I had a chance to buy a PS5, I don't want a 500 gigabyte hard drive.
You have to use your external hard drive if you have one.
There's the bridge.
Oh, I was right. It's the Bay Area here.
Yep.
Oh, Bay Area represent.
I think I know a way to get there fast.
Oh,
Yo!
it is Breath of the Wild.
Alright,
Cyber
that
Clock.
you fucking got me with this.
It's,
I guess I just
it's
needed a nice
Sci-Fi Breath of the Wild.
That's gonna be the bar. Is if Ruben is interested, you know?
Yeah. Well, then again, I was interested in the first one, and I got burned real bad.
That's true. That's true.
This is they're doing that thing where like it's technically a different enemy, but it's very much the AI of the Watchers in the first game.
That should do it.
But now they have little claws and like they're feathered like real dinosaurs, but they're still robots, and that's cool. Man, look at all these red plants. It sure is cool if you have red hair in this universe.
I was just gonna say
Well,
the
I
same
think-
thing.
That red plant is like the virus that's going on.
Oh, right,
okay.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I love how the wires pop out and work like rains. That's so funny.
Aloy?
Didn't this guy had a crush on her in the first game? It was really weird. I might be thinking of someone else.
Time to shoot your bow and arrow.
Yeah, that is very oily font from the Lords of the Rings films by Peter Jackson. Doesn't make it less cool.
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
I have her!
Got ya.
Man down!
Oh, dang. Oh! Can you pet
Gotta
the
keep
robot
moving.
horses?
Bring us around! Take it tough!
Oh, that's a spear now. That's cool.
That must
Alright,
hurt.
I'm officially excited for this.
Yeah, fighting-
He was just shooting lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope as fuck.
laser shockwaves.
Holy
Stay
shit.
ahead of it.
I
Gotta
like how
slow
she's
you down.
telling me what she's doing it. It's the lock thingy. Oh, it's like a sap.
Oh my god, it's queso.
A sci-fi sap.
It's Frito-Lay queso.
And then it explodes. It's flammable explosive or whatever the word is.
Dude,
Oh, here he comes.
I'm gonna lose so much time to photo mode.
Test feels
Yeah.
on the dual sense.
Then the tusk becomes a gun.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna be honest, that was my favorite part of the first game, was the enemies you fight, and when you blow one of them up, you get a gun and you can use it to blow the other ones up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, you're Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. This is Spider-Man and Breath of the Wild.
Twofer.
Oh, didn't like that, did you?
Thank God for iPhone. Kamehameha! Still only counts as one.
Aloy!
Okay.
Glad to see me.
Now you bet.
Man, I could not say that guy's name from the first one.
Neither did I.
I remember
I'll
that
leave another
Mohawk,
one.
and that's it.
I want to say Johan, but I know that's not right.
But this time,
I know he had
I have a
a
present
drinking
for you.
problem, and he seems to have fixed that.
Oh. I found it, Aloy. Huh? What'd you send me for? Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now,
Ooh, that theme song.
let's see where this
I
thing
like
will
that
take
game.
us.
Not enough games have a memorable theme song.
Mexico? Or South
Allie.
America? Or in South America.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah, but I meant figure.
And it's almost here.
Rise. Forbidden.
Alright.
West.
That looks really good.
That was dope. a date? Do we get the date now?
We'll see. I don't know. I don't think
Oh.
so.
No, I
So
say
there
at
you
the
have
end.
it. The first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
Oh yeah, the deep dive. There we go.
Yeah.
Deep dive.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture. And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, narrative director.
To be honest, I'm
on
glad this
Horizon
game isn't
Forbidden West.
multiplayer, like
Yeah.
it was rumored.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers.
I don't like the thought
Horizon
of that.
Forbidden West is set 1,000
I did not
years
want a
in Earth's
multiplayer
future
Horizon.
after a global catastrophe.
But also,
People
like, I
live
was
on
hoping
in primitive
that they
tribes,
brought on
but they're
Aloy
no
herself
longer
to
the dominant
discuss
species.
the gameplay.
Giant, animal-like machines now roam the land,
In
and
her
they are
tiny Tina
extremely
voice.
dangerous. The machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red blight is spreading across the land, and it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need. In this quest, Aloy has sent her
Errand.
loyal
That's what it
friend
was.
Errand into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Errand encounters raiders from a rebel
Oh,
faction
that
of
was
the
in the
Tenakth
last game.
tribe. They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines. To rescue Errand, Aloy winds up fighting them. But first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great
Hope
new
we see some
tools.
like
Using the focus scanner,
Native
we can
Americans in the
highlight
sequel as
spots
well.
that allow free climbing anywhere.
I don't
in
remember
the
any in
open
the
world.
first one.
Let's hope.
The pullcaster speeds up
There,
climbing.
I
and
know
can get
there
you
was a
quickly out
variety
trouble.
of people with different skin tones, but they weren't
The
really.
shield wing allows you to safely descend
explicit
from great
on, like,
heights or
they
surprise
hailed
enemies from
from.
above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through
That's
strong
cool.
underwater currents.
Oh, there's that dash mechanic.
And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden
Underwater
and used
too?
as
Sure.
mounts or in combat.
Oh, you're a little bit behind.
Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice.
How far behind?
For close range combat, the spear is an excellent option.
Feels
There's
like
a range
about
of
5
combos
seconds.
that have different
Yeah.
uses and effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be
Ooh.
used to knock back nearby enemies.
Oh, that's cool.
The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies. A wide array of different weapons is quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. A slingshot with adhesive
Isn't that-
grenades to temporarily stall machines. Bows with arrows that can strip armor and expose weak spots. A powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke
That's
bombs
pretty
to
cool.
temporarily blind enemies. Or you can pick up weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can be upgraded on a workbench.
Oh, we got a
More on that
workbench this
another
time.
Hmm.
The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown.
Are they
to
gonna
deal
have
with
as
a large
many,
variety of deadly
uh,
machines?
Customized animations
Sunwinds in
as
the
Last of
sky,
Us Part 2.
Ghost Riders and Tremortusks on land.
Don't think so.
Snapmaws in the water. Even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched the surface of the rebel threat, as Aloy will fight them in many forms throughout the game.
I was hoping he
And to
said
defeat
rebel
them,
scum.
she must explore
Yeah.
the open world to uncover the secret behind their power. And how that
It's
secret
really weird
is related
using the
to her
term
quest
rebel. Like,
to
what are
stop
they
the blight.
rebelling against?
This is just one of the
In this
mysteries she will
world.
unravel
Oh,
as
okay.
her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more
I hope you have
updates
a
close
cute
to launch,
RTD.
and
Close to
everyone here
launch?
at Guerrilla
What
can't
launch?
wait for you
When?
to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
I thought it was gonna be the date.
It's right now. It's right
It is on your PS5 already.
now. Today.
Okay.
No date.
Wow.
No date. Not even a window.
Rip anyone's dreams of God of War coming out this year.
Oh, Wario64 just
I didn't-
tweeted no release date for Horizon.
I
Yeah.
didn't believe God of War was coming this year when it was announced last year.
Wow.
So
It's crazy.
So that okay. So the next time Sony does any kind of like major thing post E3, which I think there's one in July, right?
Probably. I think.
Is it the
Uh-huh.
speculation?
Maybe.
Do we think we see this again, like some kind of story trailer with a date?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I have no idea. Sony
What
is just.
what
doing
else do they
first.
have? Not pardon the pun, but what else do they have on the horizon?
Oh, I see what you
I
did there.
said pardon the pun. It was
Ratchet.
not on purpose. I
Ratchet's
mean,
the only other
when
big
you
game.
think about it, they got Guilty Gear Strive coming out this year, and that's PS4 only or PlayStation only.
This man skipped Ratchet and Clank. He went straight to Guilty Gears.
Guilty Gear this month comes out in June 11th.
So, what were our thoughts, Ryan? Let's start with you.
I was really impressed by everything they showed.
Okay. Are you still? What did you say?
I'm
6 out of 10?
hesitant on it. I need to see more, but from what I saw of it, it was pretty cool. Like the animations, the combat looks a lot more in depth now.
Yeah.
And then just the game was just stunning to look at. It was just a stunning game.
Okay. John, what about you?
To me, it seemed like a lot more of the same, but still pretty good. The things I wanted to see, they just didn't seem like they were interested in showing today, which was more in depth, like what the story is going to be like. They did mention some things, but it was very much like general vibes, and they seemed like they were more interested in focusing on the combat and your options, which to me they don't seem a whole lot different from the main game. But that's fine at this point. Like, I didn't think fighting monsters was too bad in the last game. I thought it was probably the best part of the game. I wanna see how the like collecting economy works in the game, because that was the part I struggled the most, is constantly running out of blaze and fighting monsters that needed to be taken down with explosives. So I want to see how grindy this game is and if there's more stuff that gives you blaze.
Okay, cool. Are you still like? Are you still at the same hype level? Are you higher or lower?
I'm about the same.
Okay.
With the, since we don't have a date yet, I don't know if they're gonna suddenly put it next to some weird Japanese game that I'm more excited about, or if like they'll announce it and then Nintendo tomorrow will be like Metroid Prime 4, and then Sony will be like, here's the date, it's right next to Metroid Prime 4, pick one. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go for Metroid Prime. That's just my preferred
Absolutely.
game.
As you should.
So,
Okay, cool.
who knows?
Christian, what are your
Well,
thoughts?
as far
after
as-
watching it?
Oh man. Look, as a big fan of the first one, I was coming in being like, I hope it isn't more of the same. So I wasn't coming in like super excited. Seeing this, like I'm actually excited about this sequel now. Like I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it and playing. And mostly because I thought the gameplay slides they showed today, the gameplay was like it looked really engaging, specifically the combat.
Right.
And the way she's flowing from combat to like exploration almost a little bit, or like moving on to the next point, like seemed like again like very like seamless.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminds me of the gameplay trailer we saw for Uncharted 4 a few years ago, when all of us were like, "Oh my god! Like I can't believe this is like actual gameplay." Like
Oh,
Nathan
I
Drake is like
remember
punching
that.
someone, and he's like getting pushed against the wall. I'm akinning this to that, and that like again, there's always a moment of action. There's always a gameplay element, whether it be like you're in combat but you're also traversing at the same time. That has me really excited to get my hands on it. The story aspect of the game, again, we don't know much there, and I'm still like a little wary after the first game, but after today, yeah, I'm stoked. I can't wait. I wish we would have gotten a date.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
For me, I got a little excited. They did show, like you guys had said, the combat does look much better than it did in the first game. I do like the new additions that they showed off in general. Like, oh, you have the paraglider or whatever, and I guess the Spider-Man elements of the game too. That looks cool. I'm excited for that. I do hope that, again, Christian, I do hope that this story is much better. You know, I'm gonna keep on my play through the first one, and let's see if I can get through that bore. But I am very much more excited than I was before for this game. Is it a day one buy? Yeah, it was. But then again, Horizon for Zero Dawn was also a day one buy, and I got rid of it that week. So
Oh.
we'll see.
At least I don't think this game will be $70. I think 60 will be, well, at least here in the United States.
Uh,
Nah, I have a feeling it's gonna be definitely $70.
it is
No.
a PS4 game.
It's a PS4 game as well.
I think.
I mean,
they'll do
I
what
can
they
see
did with,
Sony doing 60 for PS4, 70 for PS5.
There's no
But-
way they would do that. I don't think they would bring
Other
their
companies
PS5
have been
audience like
doing
that.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, like 2K games?
Let's see.
Was
what
it
else
was
it?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla like that?
Yes, that was like it. Call
Yeah,
of
that's
Duty
what I
was
thought.
like it.
Yep.
Yeah, the other major ones are doing it, so I definitely see it.
Not Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear 60 on PS5.
Technically, they did do it with Spider-Man Miles Morales, but you had the updated version of Spider-Man PS4 for PS5.
Oh, with the but that was 2 games. That was like the
Yeah, but, like-
that was a
bundle.
deal.
That was 2 games.
Yeah, but like, was Miles Morales really a full game? No, it was more along the lines of longer
I
form
don't know.
DLC.
I would call it a full game.
Miles was a full. I would have paid $70 just for Miles.
I don't know, guys.
The idea was that you were paying. It was only worth 70 because you got Spider-Man 1 remastered, though.
Right, but
Like it was a Trojan horse situation.
right, but what I'm saying is everybody thought that Miles Morales wasn't going to be long enough for them to be like.
They weren't
justify
sure
the
it was going to
rights.
be long enough to justify a $60 game, let alone a 70. Like that was a debate people
Yeah.
were having leading up to it.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So
Okay.
So we're also thinking it's this year though, Horizon.
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm
be
gonna say
that.
Horizon 2. I think Horizon Forbidden West is kind of a whatever name.
That's a
Like
really
even
long
Zero
name.
Dawn was a kind of a bad
Horizon
name.
equals Forbidden West. Because there's that
No, no.
little like the 2 lines. It's like
Yeah.
equals Forbidden West.
Horizon Roman numeral 2.
I think of them as like an equal sign. They're a little short for Roman numerals.
Okay. Do we still think it's coming out this year, Ryan?
100%.
What? You
100%.
give me a date. Give me a month.
I'll give you a date.
Okay.
Give me
Oh.
1 second.
This man is giving me a.
Is it a
full
Friday?
date.
I'm going for a Friday. It's a Friday.
Okay. Let's just bet. Let's all of us bet here right now.
Here, I'll do the math. Yeah, that makes sense.
October 22nd, 2021.
October 22nd, 2021. Yeah, that does sound like a good date.
That's a good date, right?
That does sound like a good date. Did I also say October? I'm pretty sure I said. You said November, Ryan.
I said
it does-
November, but then I was like, that seems like they'd be getting in the way of a lot of other games I think are going
Son
to
of
come
a
out this
bitch. You
year.
took my date.
So I'm pushing.
You took my date. I'm going to say October 15th.
I'm gonna say something crazy.
What? Next week.
I think it's gonna get announced for September 17th,
Okay.
and then it will be delayed by 2 weeks to October 1st.
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
All right. John?
So, if Breath of the Wild 2 comes out this year, it's 100% going to be on November 26th because Nintendo always releases their big fourth quarter games on that last week of November. And I bet Sony wants people to forget that there's a new Nintendo Switch. So, I think Horizon Forbidden West is also going to be coming out Friday, November 26th.
Friday, November 26th.
That gives me a little pause, John, only because that's
Black
November
Friday.
seems to be they want to get it out before Black Friday usually, and also it's like the Call of Duty and Battlefield this year
Yeah.
month is usually November, so I'd say they would probably want to either do it before that or after it for Christmas.
I think
you
those games
You could be
aren't
right.
good.
That's a
So-
good. That's
November 26th.
But like,
I think they have so much less of an interesting identity compared to Aloy on a box with another different giant robot on it. Especially when you're like, this is why you bought a PS5 for this giant robot game.
I don't know. If there's some cool
Because
stuff
God of
in that
War
new
won't come out
Battlefield
this year.
game, I'll
Yeah.
be pretty hyped.
Are there robot dinosaurs in that new Battlefield game?
No, but there'll probably be some great use of the new technology with explosions and buildings and stuff.
yeah, you can.
There
feel
will
the
probably be
explosion.
that, in this, but with robots that are
That's
also
fair. That's
dinosaurs.
Okay.
Like my favorite Far Cry game is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon because that had robot
Oh, yeah.
dragons in it.
Oh,
So
Blood
like
Dragon was fun.
I don't know why they didn't just make Far Cry Blood Dragon an entire game and that was like that's the actual title. That would have been the best-selling Far Cry game in the John universe where I exist.
So
So-
I opened up the calendar.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, damn, November 26th. Why does that kind of feel right though? Why does that kind of feel like that could
That's
happen?
because it's my birthday.
I feel like it's gonna be like the AAA equivalent of like what was it this year? Where what Nintendo game was it? New Pokemon Snap came out the same day as some other like gritty hardcore game, and I feel like it's gonna be the big budget version of that, where it's Horizon, Sony's like AAA open world game versus Breath of the Wild 2, Nintendo's big AAA, like the big sequels from 2017, back at it again on new hardware, assuming the new Switch, Super Pros, Ultra Mega Switch comes out this year.
Switch Pro. It is apparently coming out this year.
I think before we go, I think John might be onto something here too, because I almost forgot that Breath of the Wild and Horizon came out like a week, 2 weeks apart, something like that. Very similar dates. So I don't know if we get the
So
Breath of the Wild 2.
You're
Announcement
agreeing it
soon.
would be in November. So
But it has to be a different November because I already called 26, and I'm not gonna like share the fame
What?
when you doubted me.
That's what
Because
this is
I
also
deserve
true.
it.
I'm sticking to
You
my
all
dates. I'm
told me
sticking to my
no.
dates.
And then
Okay.
Christian is like, "Oh no, that kind of makes sense. Now I want John's."
No, well, if we're
Right,
following
no.
his logic, that it was what Forbidden. God damn it, Horizon came out first, right? And then it was Legend of
Breath of the
Zelda.
Wild.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it was.
so
Yeah.
if we're following that logic, it should come out November 19th.
True, but I'm sticking because I'm a man of my
November
word.
26th.
I'm not a coward. I want to imagine there's just this day where you walk into a store and someone sizes you up and is like, "Yeah, you're a Breath of the Wild guy," and you go, "Yeah, and you must be a Horizon guy," and then you like stare at each other with angry eyebrows.
If somebody says I'm a Breath of the Wild guy, I'll just punch him in the face.
Right there.
This wouldn't happen if we just all bought both games digitally
You're
in
a
our own
monster.
homes.
You're a monster, Christian.
What?
Digital
Look
games
at-
should not be.
I will be
exist-
buying
should not
Look,
be-
Horizon
look at this box art.
Zero
Like, how do you
Dawn,
not want a
Horizon
box art
Forbidden West
on that you can hold in your
digitally,
hands of a giant robot dinosaur?
but I will be buying Breath of the Wild 2 physically.
Digital games should not exist.
I'm with you.
guys.
Yeah, Ryan. I'm probably with you.
Yeah, I'm like, one will be downloaded and played for a week. The other one will be real good.
I played Horizon for like a month the first time. I was also
I-
teaching then though, so limited gaming hours.
I get you.
I didn't beat it until last year during the pandemic.
I didn't beat it yet either.
Because
It's a good
it came.
panorama game.
Because here's what happened: Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, Nier Automata, all back to back to back to back. I think it was actually Nier Automata, then Persona 5,
I think so.
and then I started Breath of the Wild, and then I played a little bit of Horizon, and then I picked up Nier Automata and beat it within a couple weeks, and then Persona came out, and then I played Persona for like 3 years, and then last year I beat Horizon and God of War, because Persona 5 took so long, and then I played Persona 5 Royal, because I'm crazy. So that's why it took me so long to get to the other Sony big titles.
Okay.
If God of War gets pushed to next year, like we all assume it will,
I don't
let's
think
just
so.
do another. Let's just do another 420 release.
Might as well. Right?
Yeah.
We might as well.
Yeah.
As long as they announce it with like with
Kratos
Kratos
getting high.
with like a huge blunt and like Atreyu being like please and Kratos being like no son, you're not 420 years old like I am.
Mm,
I don't know how old Kratos is, but he's that old now.
at least
Canon
30.
now.
At least 30.
At least 30. I
He's got a
think you're
kid,
correct.
right, yeah.
He is older than 30. In God of War 2.
Okay. Cool. Do
You know it's a good game reveal when we're talking about every other game possible.
Do we have anything else we want to bring up before we close out? Ryan?
I'll say. Oh, sorry.
No.
No, you talk first. I was gonna meme.
Christian,
I
go
could have
ahead.
used another like 15-ish minutes for a state of play. Give me
Yeah.
a look at some other areas of the game.
Mhm.
The new stuff that
I'm
you've done.
I'm a Christian on that one. I think they could have showed a little bit more. And this is how you know your story's bad is when a titular character 4 people could not remember the name of. Well, like, oh, that guy, and then I'm like, what was his
Well,
name?
And
I
two
mean,
of
he's
us-
not a titular character. The game isn't named after him.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
no, a what's the word I'm looking
guys
for? Because
already
he's also
forgot.
not the most important character, but he's like up there.
What's the
Yeah.
guy's
He's
name?
up more of a recurring errant.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Errand with a D.
Nope, it might have been
Oh.
a D. I couldn't tell their accents. I will admit that it
Okay.
sounded like a T to me, but they were speaking with an accent I'm not familiar with.
But I just think that just is a statement to the story of that none of us can remember his name.
Especially when two of us were like, "Oh, it's that guy." I forget who he
Yeah.
is. I liked the game, but I don't know who this guy's what this guy's name is.
So
The problem with the first Horizon is that none of the side characters were as interesting as Aloy.
Except for
No.
that old lady.
but Aloy was
Aloy wasn't that
Aloy was
great.
just a cool fucking character.
Aloy
And
was
Rost.
a very straight faced, doesn't say much person. I don't know. I feel like there's a good way to do that, and Aloy was unfortunately on the like virtually a piece of wood character. Like I got some Metroid Other M's vibes from her.
Christian,
right,
what
I'll
is
grab
this?
your
I want to
CD.
disagree with you so bad, John.
So disagree.
I-
Talk.
I wanted to like her, but I just didn't.
How could you say that when like you go play like Mass Effect 1? That's a piece of wood.
Good point. I've never
First off,
played Mass Effect 1.
How dare you? My shepherd's no
Link
piece of wood.
Link is more of a piece of wood than Aloy. Link
I
just
never-
like
I
passively
never
runs
s-
along.
I don't think Link is a good character.
What about Sonic?
Yeah, she
Okay,
should have been more like
I digress.
Sonic. That-
Everyone
yeah,
should be
you're
more like
right.
Sonic.
This would have been.
Live your
You,
life.
you imagine her being like, "Man, I don't got time for this," and then she just walks away, and that's how. I
That's
dropped
pretty
my
good
phone.
Sonic. That's a pretty good Sonic.
That was decent.
I've been playing Sonic since I was 10 years old.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. Do we have anything else before we go? Christian,
Where's Babylon's Fall? I know that's not what this is about. I just need it.
it's never going to
I
happen.
need it.
Babylon's Fall is
I
dead.
need it.
It's already fallen.
Yeah.
Christian-
Yep. Not lying. No lies detected.
Christian, anything else you want to bring up?
Thank you for Gorilla. Thank you for Horizon, Gorilla. Also, Sony, get your shit together. Make Borderlands crossplay. What are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
John?
I agree with that sentiment.
Any last words?
I hope it's good. I hope Sony figures out the storage solution and maybe makes a bigger PS5 because like even if like you can find PS5s at like every corner drugstore and Walgreens and Walmart and like CVS pharmacies, I still wouldn't get one because it's 800 gigabytes and then by the time you like try to put something on it, it's 600 gigabytes and I don't want to deal with that. So get something a little bigger or like at least let us plug something in that'll keep our games.
Or you can.
Hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for PS5 games, not the PS. You can only do it with PS4 games, and those are.
No, you can do
No, yeah,
PS5
they
games
fixed
on
it.
hard drives.
That you can use.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They update, but I don't think you can play them on the hard.
Yeah,
drive.
that's what I mean. Because I
Okay.
feel like eventually I'm gonna get to that. I don't know how fast the transfer times are.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
Oh, okay. That might affect some things. But again, they also have to keep
Yes.
making PS5s.
Right.
Which I guess is not in their control, but like, yeah, we need those.
Okay. Ryan, any last words?
Just I am optimistic for this game. I wasn't coming into this, but now I am. It's gorgeous, and I will be excited to play it sometime. I'm guessing this fall. I wish we got a release date.
We hope this fall. Yeah. I wish we got a release date too. My last words for this is I really hope that Pokemon Legends Arceus is a really good game. Have a good night, guys.